Good evening, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Easham, and in my free time, I like to travel and explore local coffee shops. So I joined ASME in my sophomore year, and I started out as the webmaster officer, and then last year I transitioned into the marketing role and the academic role. And prior to last year, ASME did not have an academic chair. So all over summer, I worked hard and met with mechanical engineering advisors, professors, and volunteer TAs who were interested in teaching these technical workshops, which main goal was to help upper level mechanical engineering students do well in their classes like FEM and capstone. So we successfully planned and launched 3 sets of workshop series: MATLAB workshops, SolidWorks workshops, and technical writing workshops. And although it was very hard to get them up and running at first, we were able to be successful due to the support from the mechanical engineering department and my fellow officers. Other than ASME, I am also involved with the mechanical engineering department, help them run their social media and help plan events when needed. I am also involved with the International Association of Drilling Contractors, where I get to network with oil and gas industry professionals and represent ASME-UH out there. With that being said, I believe I have the internal and external experience and have what it takes to be your ASME president for the upcoming year. We've had a really great year this past year, and just this past semester, we've had over 30 successful events thanks to the officers' hard work and everything. And I believe we can continue growing in all of our events. As president next year, firstly, I plan on becoming more involved with Promise and the Engineering Career Fair. I believe that we had a lot of good professional development events this year, especially with the addition of the professional development chair. Thank you to Afiq. And I believe as we continue to incorporate more Promise events, add more career building and resume critiques to under our wing, we can really attract a wider range of engineering majors and increase our members outside of mechanical engineering as well. Secondly, I would also like to improve more on projects. We've had a lot of great projects this year. Thank you to Rabab. We had the bottle rocket competition. We had the structures competition, a lot of really great ones. But I want our projects to, we should be able to compete with other ASME chapters outside of UH and all around Texas. I feel like that would also add a lot more depth to our things that we have to offer here. Thirdly, I would like to increase participation at our events, and I plan on doing that by incorporating more classroom pitches. One of the best things, if not the best thing we've done this year is got our 3D printing lab up and running. Thank you to Tejas and Kevin Atia, who couldn't be here tonight. But I feel like we have really done a great job getting it up and running. And this year we only planned on generating at least $100 in revenue for the 3D printing lab, but we were able to generate over $150, and that was all without even pitching it in classes. So as we continue to pitch it in classes like capstone and like mechanical design, I really believe we have a lot of room for improvement. I've already met with Dr. Hamami and planned on setting days aside early in semester next year where we can get this out to students. And since there's so much more room for improvement, I plan on making this service free for members next year. And overall, with my prior experience and goals, I plan to give back to ASME and its members. I saw the impact of what an academic chair can do to equip my fellow students with skills, and that is my primary motivation to run for president for ASME. I stand before you proud to say that I have honored my commitments in the past, and I hope to do the same as your future president. Thank you, and please vote.
I'll take the first question. So, as president, you have to manage a lot. There's a lot of different people. I mean, this year we had more officers than we ever have before. So it's a diverse group. A lot of people operate differently. A lot of people communicate differently. So say you do become president and you're elected, and you get a few months down the road, and tensions start getting high, miscommunication starts occurring, and things start to tremble, break down a little. What steps of action would you take to kind of resolve that and bring everyone back together?
Based on how you dealt with things this year, just having like a smaller groups of meetings, I feel like that was very effective, because as you all know, it's harder for big groups of people to meet. So having smaller meetings has definitely helped resolve some of those communication issues. And secondly, I believe that every individual is different, so you can't interact with every person the same way. So I would take the time to get to know the person and see what that works best with them, and just try to work my way around it, because I believe communication is really important, and anything can be solved as long as you're willing to work together with other people.
Thank you, Easham. Say as president, you will be meetings on the national and the regional level, representing or interacting with the national chapter and all the professional sections within Texas. How will you make sure that our chapter is heard and recognized for the achievements that we're doing on campus and for university students?
So kind of basing this off of what Gerald said, what really sets us apart is our 3D printing lab and our academic workshops. So I would plan on selling those the most, because that is really what sets us apart. And I feel like we can put those out more with pictures and just like events from what we've had in the past, and kind of give them a brief overview of what we've accomplished and how we started. Like back to last year, like we barely had anything for the 3D printing lab. So I would try to show them the progress all throughout the year and how we continue to build upon. And that can show initiative, that if we put in the work and dedication, we're really able to accomplish anything.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Easham.